Hello, hello. I am here. A few minutes late, but I'm here. I was curling my hair, y'all. I was curling my hair. How y'all feeling? How you doing? What's up, Kali? How you doing, sis? You good? Welcome, welcome. Happy full moon eve. Our last full moon of 2025 is tomorrow. Peaks at 6:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this release energy, this clearing energy, this communication energy, this confidence energy of being able to like speak what you need to speak and say how you need to say it because you're clearing everything out. We're clearing things in our space. We're clearing things in regards to ourselves. How are the rituals? How y'all feeling with your rituals? Are you doing all your things to clear out and the catharsis and all of the things? What's up, Roslyn? Michelle, welcome, welcome. Hey, boo. Yes, it is. Show enough, Kali. Show enough. Y'all hit me up with the likes already. Tap, 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 to tap, tap, to tap, to tap, 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 to tap. I appreciate you. I am in ritual mode. Like all of the things, everything is in the stories. You know what I'm saying? You got your red rose. You got your roses today for tomorrow. Yes. Brianna, what's up, Bri? How you doing? Y'all getting ready? I'm in my white by night. I did my full apartment cleansing, all of the things, all of the wares, all of the things. And then I went to get Kai, and then I came back and did me. So I showered, I washed my hair, put my little rollers in to get my curls and stuff. So I was under the dryer for a few hours, you know what I'm saying? Did all my shaving and all of my things and everything. Did my foot exfoliation, my full body exfoliation, and I feel lighter, right? We're talking about the weight, release the weight, you know what I'm saying? Like the weight and the weight, what we was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like the weight in terms of heavy, but the weight in terms of the delays, like we're not waiting anymore, okay? What we are waiting for is waiting for us to stop waiting for it. So no more waiting. What's up, Kiba? How you doing? Happy full moon eve. Y'all feeling it? This is like, you know? That's how I'm feeling it. Lakeisha, what's up? Hello, Bree. What's up? How's Kendall? What's up? So yeah, I hope y'all are feeling it. So for those who are actually there, which all of you who are here so far were, you got the synopsis, you know what I'm saying? I hooked y'all up. I sent you everything, you know what I'm saying? So you can have it at a glance and everything to like be able to literally check mark and stuff. So, you know, little perks for my peoples that were in the space. So I appreciate y'all. And that was, you know, just one token of my appreciation for your time. So I took a little extra time today, put it all together, send it your way. Got her in a white onesie to match you. That is so cute, Brie. Oh my God, send me a picture. Send me a picture. Love that. Sego, que Sego. Hi, honey. Waking up early for us in tomorrow while we're in today. It is the full moon for you already. We're still waiting. Shay, oh my gosh, that is so cute. I can't wait to see that. Yeah, the Zoom meeting was so beautiful, Kiba. It really was. I watched half of it yesterday, and then I watched the rest of it this morning, and I was just like, just reliving everything, you know? So it was awesome. Hey, Kasego. Majo, welcome. Thank you for joining. So yeah, we're tapping in our full moon eve. Thank you for my fest pops. Thank you. Appreciate you, Lakeisha. Thank you. And the heartage. Thank you for the hearts for the 1,000 already. 5 minutes in. I appreciate you. Moshi Mary, welcome. Thank you. I did cut. You like it? Thank you, Kelly. I did another little cut. My hair was like down to here this summer. And then July, I cut, while I was mentioning to you guys, I cut like 9 inches. And then tonight I cut like another, maybe 2. I don't think it was maybe 2. I don't know. It was like maybe this. That's about 2, right? Yeah, maybe 2. And I'm going to go to my garden tomorrow and I'm going to burn my hair. It's always good to burn your hair when you cut your hair. You know, don't just throw it in the garbage and stuff. Thank you. Everybody's noticing my haircut. Thank you. Release to increase. You know what I'm saying? Just taking off some of the weight. The weight and the weight. You know, the heavy and the weight, but also the weight in terms of delays. We're no more waiting. No more waiting. It's all here. It's all now. It's all ours. Delisa, welcome, welcome. What about? I mean, that's it. They do that, right? I always take care of my own hair for kind of that reason. I'm, a little bit extra when it comes to the Magic and Mojo and stuff. And I don't usually I used to go to the hair salon and stuff, but I've gotten a lot of downloads to be mindful about who touches my head and my crown and stuff like that. So I actually don't go to get my hair done anymore. And I'm very, very selective of who touches my hair and my head. So I do it myself. Sandra, how are you? What's up? And Lex is here. Lex is back. Hey, Lex. What's up? Welcome in, guys, girls, my vibe tribe. What's up? Ask for hair. Yeah, you see, she said, you can. I mean, I'm kind of extra with this stuff, so I don't like to freak people out, but don't let everybody in your hair too. Keep it same. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You were in Europe. Very cool, Lex. How was that? Awesome. You don't get it done at the salon often, but I might just start cutting your own hair. Exactly, Lakeisha. Especially when we're on the journey, you know what I mean? I'm just super extra when it comes to this stuff. I don't know. That's just me, perhaps. Perhaps that's just me. Motion, welcome. Fabulous and refreshing. I love that, Lex. Love that for you. Awesome. Awesome. Sunday was everything, Sandra. It was everything. Did you get the recap? I had your email, right? Let me know if I had your email. If you check your email. If I have your email, then you got the recaps and everything. You didn't miss it, but I sent the recording, audio, transcripts, the whole thing. So let me know if you got that. Yes, check it out. Let me know if you got it. And if not, let me know and I'll just send it to you. And I will send it to you. Because it was awesome. But we're going to do others. 12/28, we're going to do another gathering for our end of year. So it's going to be some of the stuff that we're doing for this end of, for the full moon. But it's going to be very concentrated to, those last few days before the new year of how to tap in and make sure that we're just, good measure of cleansing out any remnants and stuff like that. Cord cutting, super powerful, again, especially during this full moon in particular. So if you guys, the email that I originally sent had my overview for the cord cutting. If that resonates with anybody, please do let me know. It is so worth it, guys. I definitely, of course, there's an offering to it, but it's yours all of the time. So whatever this investment is, it's yours to do anytime you want. And everybody that I've done this with are this is all you're asking for? And I don't have to give you this every month? And I'm no, not every month. It's a one-time thing, and it's not really for what it does, guys. I'm gonna pat myself on the back with this one for real. Because I still to this day cannot believe. Thank you for my shades. Who gave me that? Who gave me that? I don't see. How come I don't see who gave me that? But thank you. Yeah, so it's a thing. And I'm doing mine tomorrow night. I do mine every full moon. I do it every month just for good measure. Sometimes it's certain things or certain people or certain ailments or a feel or a thought or a little anxiety or a stress or a little thing at the pit of my stomach. And I'm let me just cut this shit. Let me just cut this shit. You know what I mean? So it's powerful and it's effective is all I can say. So check it out. If you didn't get the overview, then definitely let me know. I got another one. Oh, Nima. Hi, Nima. Nima gave me that. Thank you, Nima. Thank you for my shades. What am I missing? We're tapping into maintain boundaries tonight. Okay, and it's so on time for this release to increase energy. So perfectly divine to tap into this full moon in Gemini. Speaking our truth. Standing our ground. Lines in the sand. Dakota, what's up? I see you're grooming. So cool. Happy puppies. You're good. You are good. Where are you? You have to find out if Andrea, what state are you in? Because if you were in California, then Andrea should bring her puppies to you. She's got 4 palms. Sister Lisa, my phone is acting up again. Oh no, Roslyn. Why is that happening? Joker, welcome. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're in Georgia. Got it. Okay, that's fine. She's in Cali. That's fine, but I would have totally sent her to you because well done. Oshun, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining. Justin, welcome. Thank you for joining. Sandra, you are in Cali too? Cool. So you guys got to get together. Vibe Tribe, wherever y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, until we can all, you know what I'm saying? All of the things. I'm also doing a Telegram group, guys, so that we can, you know, be in touch in real time and stuff like that. So I'm building the email list. So thank you again for all your emails. But let me know if you are interested in being on the Telegram group. That I'm definitely, just like the emails, totally opt in. So if you send me your number, then I will add you and we'll create the group. I'll create the group on Telegram. Cool? So we can all just vibe out in real time and share things and love and life and stuff. I don't like when it does that. I'm so sorry, Rosalind. Why is that happening? Ooh, I got a message already. Somebody already sending me their digits. You giving me your math? Word up. Thank you. I'll take it. Put you in the group and stuff. Yes, be part of the groups. God damn it. Yes, indeed, Sandra. Please. Yay, let's do it. Yay, 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 yay. And then that way, like in real time, any updates or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I can like to you guys directly, you know what I'm saying? And we can all just be in touch and stuff. Again, I may be keeper of the gate, but I'm not a gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like in charge of y'all meeting and touching base with each other. Like, nah. That's just all of the things, you know? Mama Jess, welcome, welcome. Doing well. How are you? Hello, Louise. Yeah, there's something special about how we're being called to each other. Again, we're super empaths up in this space. And sometimes we might just need community in real time to just be like, yo, listen. Yo. Vibe Tribe. This what's up. You know what I'm saying? And then whoever's available and whoever's there could be like, hey, listen, you good, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if mom's coming through. I just spoke to her, actually. She was already resting, but she might pop in, you know. You know how she do. Sometimes she be napping, and then she decides to just, you know, show up and stuff. So we'll see. But yes, rituals on deck. I did my breath work today. I burned my incense. I shared that too. Tomorrow we do a bay leaf burn collectively. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy to remember that I'm looked at this. Tomorrow we do a collective bay leaf burn. So you just need a dry bay leaf, a Sharpie, a tweezers, and what did I say? Bay leaf, a Sharpie, a lighter. We don't use matches. We'll talk about it more tomorrow, but no matches in your space, okay, guys? If you're using stuff to light things up, use a lighter, no matches, okay? So you need a lighter, you need a dry bay leaf, you need tweezers, you need a fireproof vessel, and a Sharpie. Those 5 things, that's all you need, okay? Pop in earlier, like if you want the bay leaf burn, it'll be earlier, like 10:05 is probably when I'll start it. You know what I mean? Like kind of wait for people to trickle in and then we'll give it a start. Maybe 10:10, whatever, we'll figure it out. But come at 10, so we make sure we have all of our things, chat it up a little bit. And then we're going to do our bay leaf burn collectively, okay? So the bay leaf burn for full moons is about things that we're releasing, which is all we're doing right now, right? It's tapping into all of the things that we are discarding, that we're detoxing, that we're clearing out in terms of relationships, in terms of dynamics, in terms of our thought process, in terms of our timeline, in terms of things that are happening in the world. We just write these code words, keywords down on this bay leaf with the Sharpie, and then we burn it away, the ashes go into the fireproof vessel, and then we put it out to the wind and discard it, be gone to the ethers, to neutralize, right? So if you'd like to support your work, feel free. Yes, follow Boop and Snoots, because that is Dakota, and he is a dog groomer, and he's awesome. And you should see how awesome he hooked up these 2 puppies today, Chewy and Bo. Oh, I remembered. Chewy and Bo are happy puppies. because you did good, Dakota. You did good. Andrea, yay! Hi. Katie, hi. Autumn, welcome. Welcome. Trickling in. Katie, what's up? Question mark. What happened? What did I miss? What's your question mark for? Martins, welcome. Yoli, welcome. So yes, today's maintain boundaries. Tomorrow's going to be regard your regrets. So right on time for this full moon energy. So on time for this release to increase, for this discarding. I'm telling you, the way things are lining up, it's really quite something. So, yep, I saw that. Only 2 posts, but more to come. Exactly. Nice. You're doing good, Dakota. You're doing good. Nima, welcome. Thank you for joining. So yes, I hope y'all got all of the things that you need for today's catharsis. Oh, I'm getting thank you again, Nima, for my Life Fest shades. Appreciate you. I did my clearing, starting to clean and declutter and give away things that I don't need. Do that pretty much through the rest of the month, because we do that for the new year or end of the year. Start early, you know what I'm saying? Like just start to clear all that stuff out. And then my shedding. So I did all of those things and make myself lighter. Ultimately, I feel much, much lighter. What's up, Kia? How you doing? Welcome. Miss you. You good? Hey. Tapping into our full moon eve. Last full moon of 2025, yo. Release to increase. Get rid of it. All of the its that do not serve, that do not match the timeline, the vibration that ultimately you see yourself as, not to be. We're not doing that anymore. This is the stuff that keeps it at bay, keeps it away, and that keeps us in the waiting energy, is that we're tapping into it like it's tomorrow or when it comes, and it's here, it's yours. Name it, claim it, demand it, command it. That's it, that's all, okay? And just wait for the shift, and not wait for the shift. The shift is just gonna happen. It is what it is, because you said so. Okay, because we said so. Okay. Nancy, welcome. What else? I did my foot wash and exfoliating and all of the things, right? And thank you, God, for guiding my feet to who and where I'm meant to meet. You know what I mean? To who and what I'm meant to meet. All of the magic, all of the declarations, all of the things. So check it out. It's in the video. It's in all of the things. Y'all got it. Yay. So let's tap in to maintain boundaries from the publication. So if y'all don't know, there's a publication. It's all over my page, so check it out. Try not to show it and talk about it too much, because then they restrict my live access, because it's not on the TikTok shop. So let me read a few excerpts from the publication, and then I'm gonna open up the list and then say prayer, and then we're gonna tap into the list, and then 11:11-ish, I say bye-bye. Okay? All right. Okay. So, Zane, welcome. Asante, welcome. Yay. My piece coming through. Awesome. Maintain boundaries. Number 13, energy, which aligns with goddess, which aligns with death and rebirth, right? 2222. Seeing the 2222 vibes. And I told you guys that the video for the Zoom was 22255. 2 hours, 22 minutes, 55 seconds. Freaking magic. Actually cleaning today as we do the live. Awesome, Andrea, in the vibes. You did your foot wash and pre-wash today as well, Kali. Everybody doing the thing. Doing the dang thing. And for Eastern Standard Time, for our peak tomorrow for the moon is 6:13 p.m. So the 13 energy is there. So even if, CST, PST, the 13 at the end of the day is still there. So the fact that we're tapping into cosmic concept number 13 today, tapping into death and rebirth, tapping into goddess energy, very powerful. Word up. What's up, Mai? I see you. Hey. Hi, babe. Hello. All right. Ready? Some excerpts. Maintain boundaries. The declaration for maintain boundaries in Sacred Soul Simplified. A no to someone else is a yes to me. We also often want to avoid someone's reaction to our truth, so we become trained to maintain their peace by sacrificing our own. Saying no, drawing that line in the sand, or walking away is hard for empathetic souls because we are conditioned to serve others. Practicing this cosmic concept ensures that our natural inclination to serve doesn't turn us into servants. You heard that? Do not let your inclination to serve turn you into a servant. It's a difference. Okay. When we reclaim our power, not everyone will accept it because they only see their loss of control and the inconvenience of having to be mindful and accountable for their behavior. Okay, let's clock the T. Let's clock the T. All right. So that's the maintain boundaries and why it is important, among other things, obviously, that's written there. True words have never been spoken. Thank you. Thank you. Maintain the boundaries, guys. And it's interesting because through this releasing energy, I'm being tested. And that's why this is so perfectly on time, because it's as you're releasing, it's when you do cord cuttings that these energies try to suck you back in because they feel you taking your power back. They feel the separation. They feel the cords being severed. It's all a test. So not only are we going to be tapping into an oracle deck tonight, by the way, another oracle deck tonight, that is going to give us an energy of what to be mindful of in regards to the boundaries that we need to maintain, but also how we're going to be tested. So the cards are also going to be, what I'm channeling and what I'm hoping for to come through is what to keep in mind in terms of the boundaries and how to maintain your boundaries, but how you're going to be tested so that you get a heads up on what energies are going to potentially present themselves as you are in this release to increase frequency, pretty much through the end of the year, preparing yourself for the 10-year, okay? So we gonna do it. We're going to open up the list, and the emoji is going to be inspired by cord cutting frequency, because again, opportune time to do a cord cutting. So the emoji to maintain boundaries, to sever, to release to increase, to say no to someone else, meaning a yes to ourselves. Give me the scissors. Give me a scissors emoji. I'm still waiting on the shipment, Dakota, but I got you. It's literally, they say that it's in the mail. It's being shipped. So I'm like checking the freaking tracking every day. So yes, yours is coming. I see your scissors. We got to cut it. We got to cut it. All right? Period. We got to cut it. Okay? All right. Let me get y'all. Kesego, you're number 1 today. Word up. Asante is number 2. Lakeisha is number 3. Dakota is number 4. Drea, number 5. Delisa is number 6. Sandra is number 7. I miss Joy, guys. Did you get the memo? Joy's taking a social media break for the rest of the month and maybe a little longer. So just a heads up, because if you weren't actually in the Zoom, then you didn't get that memo. But joy and pain, sunshine and rain is not going to be here for a little while. So, see, I got to sing it anyway. But shout out to Joy. We miss you, Joy. We miss you, Joy. We hope you're good, Joy. I'm going to touch base with her on, like, by email and stuff, but Joy's not going to be in the tribe vibe space for the speed reads for a little bit. Roslyn, sorry. Let me just do this and then read it afterwards, because I'm doing too much at the same time. And I don't know what the last thing I said, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm missing you, and you have to tell me if I am missing you. Okay. And don't forget to cut it. I cut it. I cut my hair today. You know what I'm saying? You got to cut it. It's it's a thing. I'm telling you, it's a thing. Yeah, we're so gonna miss Joy. Absolutely. But yes, that's what she needs. She's getting her downloads. We got to listen to that for sure. All right, let me know if I got everyone. I'm going to read it right now. Kasego, you're 1. 2, Asante. 3, Lakeisha. 4, Dakota. 5, Drea. 6, Delisa. 7, Sandra. 8, Kiba. 9, Kali. 10, Roslyn. 11, Brianna. Did I forget anyone? Did I get y'all? Did I get y'all? Did I get you? Zolani, I see your name. If you're asking for a reading, I just need to see a scissors emoji with your name, and I'll definitely put you on the list. I just need to see that scissors emoji, please, and thank you. That is the simple way that I get permission from your Ori to tap into your energy, okay? I got everybody right? Didn't forget anyone? Should be good? Should be good? And maybe I'll just stop the list there, since, you know, the timing and everything. Okay. I guess I got everybody, it looks like. Awesome. Hey, Summer, I don't do yes or no questions. I do a specific list. So thank you for the follow, appreciate you. If you would like to be on the list and I can see if the energy taps into your inquiry, then just give me a scissors emoji and your name, or just the scissors emoji if Summer is the name, and I will put you on the list. But I do stick to the list and I go in order. Rosalind's like, sis, you have me working with these emojis. You doing it, girl. You doing it. You're doing the ding dang thing. But it's so much fun. Isn't it fun? And then I never tell you which one it is, so it's fun. It's like a game, like the game of life. But we're programmers, we're not players. Aight? Hey, Majid. It is fun. It's like, what's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Ready? You know? It keeps y'all, you know, up and ready and all of the things that we're supposed to be in life. This is how we're supposed to be in life. And spontaneous and all of the things. All right. Let us say our prayer. 12,000. Oh my gosh, y'all be loving on me. And on Sunday's like, I'm early today. For real. You number 2 on the list, girl. Go ahead. Love it. Alrighty. Let's give thanks to the Creator. Give thanks to the breath of life. Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, Orisha, the forces of nature, divine deities, of all traditions and light and love that serve humanity for the highest good of all. Thank you for this ability, for this awareness, for this ascension, for this abundance as I tap into the individuals and collective in this sacred space. Thank you for clear and concise messages tapping into maintaining our boundaries. What is it that you would have us know to ensure that we are maintaining those boundaries, that we are drawing the line in the sand, that we're adhering to saying no to someone else, saying yes to ourselves, ensuring that we are preserving our own peace, not self-sacrificing and choosing someone else's peace. Thank you for helping us get heads up and warnings, indications as to how to prepare ourselves, how to be sure in regards to when someone is going to be testing those boundaries, and how it is that we are supposed to proceed to again ensure the preservation of our own peace. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe-o. Ms. Howard, welcome. Jamie, what's up? Ashe, Ashe, thank you for the Ashes. So again, since we're tapping into Oracle, I'm going to shuffle a bit and then just choose the top card for you, all right? I will let you also see the shuffle a little bit better. Let us begin. Ashe, give thanks. Thank you, thank you. LaShawn, welcome, welcome. And again, anyone that wants to be on the email list so that you can get direct information, you know, when I'm sharing rituals, when I'm doing the next Zoom and all of that stuff, please just email me your email. DM me, I should say. DM me your email. You can email it too. backtonatural@gmail.com. The 2 is an I and I, but it would probably be easier to just DM me your email and I will put you on the email list. There's also going to be a Telegram group. So if you want to be on the Telegram group, then you can include your phone number in that DM and I will put you in the Telegram group. Okay, we got to make sure that we're, as we build tribe, that we don't leave our connections to the whim of these social media platforms, because when they decide to swipe our accounts, or the risk of when TikTok wasn't going to be TikTok anymore, like all of the things, you know what I mean? Like I lost my Instagram and my Facebook, like 6,000 people gone, you know what I'm saying? So I really wish that I did this before, because I had a very, very beautiful growing community, and I lost all of those groups and all of those connections, other than the ones that I stayed in contact with personally by email and by phone. So hence, I don't want to lose y'all. Okay, so let's stay in touch, and for all of us to stay in touch, not just me with you individually, but the community, for all of us to stay connected. So yes, please send me your number, your email, whatever you're comfortable with, but just so that there's, the option for direct contact. We don't want to lose you. Thank you, Kasego. Exactly. We don't want to lose each other, and thank you. So whatever you got, whatever you want to send that's outside of this platform, please do so we can stay in touch. Okay? All right. Kasego, you are up. Asante, you are on deck. Tapping into how to maintain your boundaries and how those boundaries may be tested, particularly through this release to increase last full moon in Gemini. Energy of yes or no, right? And notice someone else is a yes to you. You have an energy here, Kasego, in regards to boundaries and how you may be tested. Pins and needles, rough patch, being stuck. Whenever someone is making you feel like you're walking on their eggshells, you need to put a stop to that. That is where you get to verbalize, where you should verbalize. That's where you give the no. You don't get to make me this uncomfortable. And it's a choice, it's perspective in all ways, but people are always going to do whatever it is that makes them comfortable, especially if we're not going to say, this is not comfortable for me, you don't get to do this. They are going to do what is comfortable for them. That's just what it is. So that's where you have to say no. That's where you're going to be tested, especially when you are verbal. And when you start to pull back your energy, when you start to say, especially if you haven't said it so far and you've kind of just been dealing with walking on people's eggshells, and you've just been, again, that pins and needles, very prickly energy, very uncomfortable, very unsettled kind of thing. You don't have to stay there. You don't have to be in that environment. And if you do have to be, let's say it's a family member or somebody that you live with in the same house or whatever the case is, you do have to start to speak your truth. This moon is that as well, because it's a Gemini full moon. So with the release to increase energy, it's also about releasing your voice, speaking out, being clear in your communication and confident in your communication. The yes energy that you get on the other side of that, on terms of the maintaining your boundaries and the message that you send to somebody else when you choose the yes to you, is rising to the challenge, floating on air, and advancing. This is the energy. This is why we tapped in with maintaining boundaries. I noticed someone else is a yes to you, and Spirit was like, use your yes no deck. I'm like, it's so freaking perfect. So this is an energy that you get to say, no, I'm absolutely not accepting this. And then this is an energy that you get to say yes, okay? And what comes to you, what is going to end up happening because of the no. This is the yes that you give to yourself because of the no that you're giving to someone else, all right? You rarely speak out, I just keep things to yourself. Exactly. So you have to start to verbalize that a lot clearer to people, because the silence is basically not just telling the person that you're okay with it, you're telling them that you like it. And that's a very dangerous thing for us to do, because if we don't say absolutely not, they're like, ugh, word, I got it like that. Yeah, she likes it. Yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. Nah. No, we're not having that anymore, okay? We're not having that anymore. Asante, you are up. Lakeisha on deck. Let's go, let's go. Let me see you in the comments. You are so welcome, sis. All right, Asante is present. Let's tap in for Asante. Give thanks, Spirit. You've got an energy of your no, of the boundary, of where you're drawing your line in the sand. There's an energy of getting caught, net loss on the tail end of things. Anytime you feel that you have to think about your return on your investment and that you're losing out, that somebody's taking more from you than they're giving, that's where you draw your line in the sand. That's where you're going to be tested the most, because you are a giver. You might not even feel like you're balancing it out or that you're keeping score. You're not the keep tabs kind of person, but they're banking on that, pun intended. Talking about ROI and investment and all of these things. This could also be very financially driven, that you maybe give loans to people. They don't always pay you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're just that person, the go-to, and they feel like, she'll be fine. I don't have to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, sometimes you have to say no, especially when it comes to what you're putting out. Okay? Shaking my head, I bet. The yes to you, what you gain from drawing this line in the sand, and from how you're going to be tested, and by making sure that you adhere to it for yourself and preserving your own peace, is things going swimmingly off the hook in the flow. This off the hook energy is really standing out as well, in particular in regards to people coming to you and asking you for things, taking from you. When you start to say no, they're not going to ask anymore. So it's going to be less of a discomfort of having to say no in the long run. It's going to be a little bit more uncomfortable in the short term, but in the long run, 1 or 2 times you tell them no, they're not going to come back and ask you. You know what I'm saying? Just started saying no and then saying yes to you. So you're going to be tested, especially if you do start to, again, say the no, line in the sand, all of these things. They're going to try to pull on your energy. They're not going to believe you. If you've always said yes, they're not going to believe you. So they're going to continue to try to push to ultimately get what they want. Everybody tries to get what they want. Why not we do the damn same thing? Like, why don't we, as the light workers, as the super empaths, why don't we try to get what we want instead of always trying to, again, being a servant, right? Because we're in this energy of servitude, that we end up being people's servants. We've got to say no to that stuff, okay? This is the energy of what comes through after you say no, the swimmingly, the flow, things building and growing for you because you're not giving out so much. Again, whether it's time and whether it's dime, all right? What's up, Cataclysm? Welcome back. Hey. Send me your email. I'll keep you in the loop, all right? We've had some vibes. We had a Zoom the other day. We had a meet and greet for this full moon that we're having tomorrow. Yeah, missed it. So send me your email so we can keep you in the loop, okay? And your number if you'd like to be in the Telegram group. We are building tribe and making sure we don't lose each other if there is some, unfortunate whim of the social media monsters, okay? Ready? Absolutely not this time. Word up, Asante. Word up. Ari, welcome. Thank you for joining. Lakeisha, you were up. Dakota, you are on deck. Let's see. The boundaries and how they're being tested. The no to them is a yes to you. All right, Lakeisha, let's see what's up for you. Thank you, Spirit. Repeat card. See, when things happen, man, I'm telling you, this is a message again. When repeat cards can happen, it's a message for all of us. And this is only the 3rd person in, and we're getting a repeat card. With the pins and needles, with the uncomfortable. This is what Kasego got, right? So we have here the rising to the challenge, floating on air, advance is what you gain if you stay in the no energy of not allowing people to make you uncomfortable, not walking on their eggshells, not feeling the pricky, the sense of like, being picky. Oh my goodness, somebody's being super picky around you, wanting it done a certain way and a little bit critical and making you feel like you have to get it just done just so. And think about it for yourself as well. Make sure you're not being too picky with yourself and being too hard on yourself and, putting the kind of pins and needles kind of energy on yourself. Make sure you're not doing it to yourself, right? On the other side of it, make sure that other people are not allowing that you're not allowing other people to do that to you as well, okay? I see you, Anissa. And if you do want to be on the list for anybody that did join, just give me the scissors emoji in the comments. I'll do my best, but 11:11-ish, I'm trying to adhere to, wrapping it up and getting back to my girl, to my baby, because we hanging and stuff. But yes, so make sure that you are not allowing anybody to be too picky and like deciding things for you that are not comfortable. You know what's comfortable, you know what's uncomfortable, right? What you gain from it, rising to the challenge, floating on air, advancing, the energy of advancing that's coming through for you as well in regards to saying this no to someone. Like, you don't get to like dictate how I do something, whatever it is that your energy actually moves away from this person. Even if it's not a physical thing, you start to elevate and not allow these picky energies and the trying to make you walk on eggshells. It's like you kind of get immune to it. It's just like want, dude. Like I'm not even like you literally get past it to the point where even if they're there saying the same things, it doesn't even affect you. It doesn't bother you anymore. So that's for you. Lakeisha. Dakota, you are next. Kiva knows the feeling. Anissa, I got you on. Got you. Ladybug, welcome. Shane Haram, welcome. Zahid, welcome. You're welcome, Lakeisha. All right, Dakota, you are up. Let me see you in the comments. Drea, you are on deck. Let me see you in the comments. All right. Ooh, card just fell on the floor. Dakota, I think that one's yours. We're gonna go with it. The no to keep in mind. Lakeisha's gonna process that. Got it. Good. Cool. You're welcome, Anissa. The no, not able to proceed, closed to negotiations. When you are in, and especially now that Mercury is direct, it is actually usually a good time to finally start to, sign contracts and these kinds of things. But whenever there is the slightest bit of hesitation in regards to somebody being above board, do not sign anything. This is where you have to be extra mindful in terms of your boundaries, because there may be a lot of opportunities that are coming that are very official is the word I was looking for. Very official. Whether it's signing a contract, whether it's, a specific business deal, even if it's just verbal, but agreements that are being set, you want to make sure that those agreements are above board. And the slightest bit of somebody trying to pull a fast one on you, get more out of the deal than they're giving, this kind of thing, don't try to be nice about it. Don't try to be like, oh, it's not a big deal, it's fine, no. Like, these are the moments that you have to look at it and really look at what's fair and what's not fair. Look at the equilibrium of it, the reciprocity in it, what your value is, what they're actually getting and gaining out of this deal versus what you're actually getting and gaining, and being okay with saying, I'm going to pass on this one and wait for the right opportunity. This is also in regards to your value in terms of payment. Even a lot of us, in not even to say even just spiritual work, just spiritual people, we're so good at like negotiating. Closed to negotiation. I said that, I was like, wait, doesn't the card literally say closed to negotiation? We're really bad at negotiating for ourselves. We're like, oh, that's fine, oh, it's okay, oh no, yeah, that price is okay, or we negotiate down and we devalue ourselves. So ironically, when we do negotiate, we actually do it like not in our best interest. This is what you have to start saying no to. Seems very work related. Oh wait, you're right on the money. Got it. Okay. You have to know your value. And the close to negotiation is also Spirit saying, when you set your price, that's your price. If they can't afford you, they can't afford you. Like, this is where we have to start in general, value-wise, price in terms of our business, our time in regards to relationships, the kind of love that we give, all of these things. If this is what it is, and this is my price, and this is my demand, and this is my expectation, or this is my standard, don't settle for less than that, because it's an energy that you put out. And when you put that energy out, you're letting that person know you don't really know what you're worth. Look at that. I was able to swindle you. I was able to cut you down. And there is a hierarchy now that's set. Instead of you staying in command of your power, of your value, knowing what they're getting, and ultimately, if they can't afford it, then move on. Like, they're the ones that are going to have to find somebody else. When we decide to negotiate or come into the, oh yeah, no, that's fine. It's a scarcity mindset, because then we're saying, I don't want to lose this gig. There is no loss. And the energy reverberates and the reputation reverberates, because trust and believe this person that gets the steal is going to tell every single person that they know. And then you're going to have to deal with all of these people in the same negotiation, the same potential conflict, the same potential obligation now to give them that price. Don't do it to yourself. What you have to gain, the yes, being shown the way, welcome with open arms. Shown the way to the right clientele, shown the way to the right people. They are going to find their way to you. They are going to accept you with open arms. You are going to accept them with open arms, because it's fair, because it's reciprocal, because they know that they're getting the best and that they have to pay for it. Because the same people that are going to try to negotiate you down are going to go and buy a pair of shoes for $400, right? So why not you? Why not you? It's never a question. What's up, DJ Silk? Hey, King Phil. Thank you. It's never a question of them not having enough. It's them not having enough for you. This is something we all have to pay attention to. People prioritize their money, period. They have it for what they want it for. So if you're the person that they're trying to get a deal on, let them find somebody else. Let them find somebody else to get the steal in the deal, not you. Okay? These are the moments that we say no. This is my price. When we come in with that energy, you're putting out to the universe, I know my worth, I know my value, and that automatically sends, again, the open arms. You're ready to receive who is in alignment with seeing your value and treating you the way that you deserve to be treated. Period. Don't undercut yourself, because then they will. Okay? Yes. Awesome. Drea, you are up. Delisa on deck. Give thanks, Spirit. Still here. You're welcome, Dakota. Get that shmoney, honey. Shit. We gotta know our value, man. And again, that's professional and personal, right? We try to always be nice. Oh my God. We always try to be freaking nice, guys. And okay, that's nice. That's nice. But then we're choosing to not be really nice to ourselves. That's not a thing. That shouldn't be a thing. All right, Delisa's here. Dre, are you still here, honey? You're up. You are up. Kiva's like, it feels like my reading. Wow. And mine. Don't I know it? Yo. Oof. Not being nice to ourselves. Felt that, Sandra, right? Well, we're here trying to be so nice to everybody, and we're so nice. We're so nice. And then we're totally freaking being a jerk to our damn selves, being nice to everybody. I wrote this poem called The Nice Notion. I keep saying, I actually recorded it with audio. I keep saying I'm going to post that because it keeps coming up. Because it was a huge lesson for me. I was always trying to be nice, and I'm still sometimes working that shit out, man. Just you know what? Because they're going to say what they're going to say anyway. So, if I'm going to be a bitch, if I say yes or if I say no, dude, then let me just say no. Can we just cut to the chase of me being a bitch? How about, let's just fast forward to me being a bitch. Because if I'm going to be nice, and then, you know what I'm saying? It's like that Beyonce song. It's the first time I said no. It's like I never said yes. Right? It's yeah, no problem. You know what? No, I can't do that. What? You can't. So why are you acting like I can never say no to you? It's that nice notion. Okay? People are not used to us saying no. So let's just fast forward to the no. Because, yo. Okay? It's not cool. Normalize being nice to ourselves. Exactly. All right. I don't know if Drea's here, so I was just checking. But Delisa, I'll go to you, and then I'll see when she comes back. Delisa, let's tap in for you on the boundaries, honey. Let's see. Energy of no. Learn from experience. Old ways no longer work. Okay? Let's start with that. The old ways no longer work. You say no to the old. We're in this release to increase energy. You are in chrysalis going into butterfly mode, right? Coming into whole new world, right? We're talking about this. It's literally your life is transforming right before your eyes. And ultimately, as you're going through this process, you're learning, as the card says, from experience. As things are happening, but past experiences. You're recognizing what it is that you have to do differently. The boundaries aspect of things is something that is also new to you. And the reason that it's new to you is because now you're in a solo energy. Whereas you were very much in a mode where you were sacrificing, where you were not saying no, where you were keeping the peace, where you were doing for the collective and not just thinking about yourself, right? You're in mommy mode. So it's for the babies and like mommy comes last and all of those things. And now you're kind of figuring out that there's got to be something more to it. This is the more to it. And realizing that you have to say no sometimes. Not just to the babies, not just to the ex, not just to all of the things. Even saying no to yourself in regards to the default mode that you might find yourself in. Doing for others. Saying, oh man, the irony, and that's coming through for you, but for all of us to pay attention to, is as we say no to someone else and that's a yes to us, the irony is that sometimes we have to say no to ourselves to say yes to us. Yo, sometimes we have to say no to ourselves to say yes to us. Meaning that we have to stop ourselves from doing the default, from doing the old way that we know doesn't work anymore. This is the hangman energy. Yes, that's what you're used to doing, but it doesn't serve anymore. So saying no to that default, to what you're used to doing, to paying attention and focusing on everybody else, say no to that program, to that conditioning, to that indoctrination. And that in turn becomes us saying yes to ourselves. Mind blown. Sandra, right? Yo. We have to say no to ourselves sometimes in order to give ourselves the yes. It's like we have to force ourselves to give ourselves the yes by saying no. We're not doing, no, you're not doing, no. You are not doing that the same way that you always did it. That does not serve you. No, Delisa. No, Sabrina. No, Sandra. No, we say no to ourselves. No, we're not doing it that way anymore. And ultimately that turns into a yes to ourselves, to choosing ourselves. And then what you gain from that, walk before you run, fresh outlook, baby steps, the new beginning, being at peace, being gentle with yourself, acknowledging that yes, this is new. And yes, the saying no to yourself to ultimately give yourself the yes is like, what? Huh? Right? That's the baby steps. It's taking your time with it. It's going to get easier. You're not used to it. How can you be? It is a whole new world. It's a whole new persona. You're literally coming into a new sense of self. A new sense of self. You are relearning and rediscovering and reintroducing yourself to yourself right now. So be okay with that. Be okay with the saying no to someone else. Be okay with saying no to yourself and realizing that you need to reconfigure a lot in this new beginning, in this new experience. Okay? Like, whoa. What's up, John? Welcome. Yo, goosebumps, Sandra, right? Delisa, wow on that. Lakeisha's like, this is what I know. Delisa, I've been doing this for the past year, choosing myself first. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. And it's just going to keep going, keep getting easier. The baby steps are going to turn into toddler running. It's going to be, and then you're going to be, it's a marathon. It's a marathon, right? There's no destination. So just keep running, yo. Thanks, sis. Wow. You're welcome, Delisa. Major confirmation for you. And you're going to be, again, that's how you're going to be tested, right? Of the default. And then it's going to be automatic. And then you have to say, no, Delisa. No, we're not doing what we always did. This is new shit. New shit. That's a whole thing, yo. We're getting ready for the new shit. We're getting ready for the giddy up. For the Fire Horse 2026. You know what I'm saying? So, all of the things. All of the things. Lakeisha said I had to stop depriving myself of things I wanted to do and time for me, just not to feel guilty. Exactly. This is why, again, we have to say no to ourselves sometimes and be like, no, don't feel that way. No, I'm not going to be guilty and feel shame and all of these things for doing for me. No. And that no to ourselves turns into a big fat yes. It's deep. It's deep shit. What's up, John? Andrea, I called you. Are you here now? I can do yours now. Mommy guilt is the worst, Lakeisha. Oh my God, it's the worst. Hey, John. You like my lights, Minita? Thank you. Me too. Oh, your phone died. Okay, cool. But you're back. Let me know if you're ready for yours. I'll do you now. Mika, welcome, welcome. Thank you for the follow. It says in my journal, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Remember that. Ashe, look at that confirmation. Okay, cool. Dre, I got you now. Cleaning the house and washing up. Full moon vibes. Harriet, welcome. Laura, welcome. What did Ava do? Uh-oh. You have to take your no turtle to the vet tomorrow. What's wrong? What's wrong with Xena? What's wrong with my warrior princess? And what did Ava do? What'd she do, girl? What did my Ava do? Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Put Vaseline all over her hair and face. Was she looking glistening? Was she shining like a diamond? Oh my God. Did you get a picture? Did you get a picture? I want to see if you did. Welcome, Cookie. Xena has a respiratory infection. Oh no. Hasn't eaten in 3 days. Okay, take her in. Let me know how she's doing. You know she was shining for real. She was shining. She was shiny. Yeah, Xena's gonna be good. Oh. Let me know. I'm sending love. Oh my God. All right, let's tap in for you, Drea. And then Sandra, you are on deck. Let me see you in the comments now that you're still here. Drea, we're tapping in for your boundaries, sis. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? The no. Thinking of the no, the line in the sand. Misled by false signals, steer clear. When you get those red, I always tell y'all pink flags, right? We don't even wait till they're red, but you see this red light here? Clear signal. Your intuition is strong. When you get that indication, just nip it in the butt immediately. Do not try to make the benefit of the doubt again, the nice notion, and oh, maybe not, and all of those things. Nip it in the butt immediately. Professionally, personally, just somebody in your environment, even at the grocery stores, you feel a little vibe, you go down the other aisle, like just cut it, okay? Yes, preach to me, sis, word up. You feel it, it's right there, it's automatic. The line in the sand and the steer clear, misled by false signals, the misled is what's standing out to me, because if you don't cut it immediately, you can get really, not to say in deep, but more can happen, more connection, and that can end up being something worse than you just deciding that you're not going to be dealing with it at all. So you have more of a challenge in a sense, because you're so intuitive that you have to kind of make a quicker decision. Whereas a lot of the messages that have been coming through, it's kind of more established relationships that we're thinking about, you know, how to cut and how to maintain the boundaries and whatever. For you, it's like as soon as new relationships, new dynamics, strangers in the store, that kind of thing, your intuition is so strong that you have to practice immediately removing yourself from it, okay? The yes that you get, the benefit, the gain is following the guidance leading to truth. This is, again, the guidance. This is mommy. Like when you get those indications right away, it's like she's literally letting you know right in that moment, bounce, come out from the store, do whatever, don't go outside today, like whatever you feel in those moments, it's direct guidance from her. Don't question it. The truth, being led to truth, that is ultimately what is always you're always going to find your way, because of the guidance that is coming through so clearly for you, and all of the red flags that you're going to be able to right away. Trust it. Listen to it. Stick to those boundaries. Do not question them at all. You are so blessed. Yep, mom was always guiding and talking. Absolutely. Absolutely. Healthy boundaries and claiming your energy. Yep. Andrea said she's moisturized till next year. It must have been hard to get that off, though. Vaseline don't play, yo. Oh, my God. Eek. But yes, keep us posted on Zena. Put you first, indeed. You're welcome. Awesome. Sandra, you are up. Are you still here? And Akiba, you are on deck. Let's see. All right, Sandra's here. Akiba, let me see you in the comments if you're still here. Sandra's like, eek. Let's see. Maintaining your boundaries and what you have to gain and how you're going to be tested. Your no energy. Images distort. Trust is obscured. Paying attention to the masks. When you feel like somebody is not being truthful, they're not being upfront, when you feel like they're being a little bit extra pretentious, anything that just doesn't feel authentic and doesn't seem authentic, you don't have to say anything. You can. Again, this is how we practice not being nice and just being like, let's just fast forward to the bitch. How about that? Because you're going to do it anyway. So you can, but it's more about for yourself being able to acknowledge it. And even if it's an environment where you can't necessarily remove yourself or whatever, it's just not doubting what your intuition is telling you in regards to somebody's character. You're very sensitive to people's characters. This is this image, the image being distorted, the mask energy. You're able to see through people's masks very, very easily, very, very quickly. And then sometimes you don't necessarily believe it, or you give the benefit of the doubt, or whatever the case is, right? I've been seeing it so much more. I'm open to my spiritual journey. Exactly. So trust in that, especially because you're so authentic that you're going to be that much more sensitive to when somebody is not being genuine and not being real, and just making sure that you're preserving your peace and protecting your energy when you're around people like that. And then the benefit, what you get, the yes to you, reflections are true. Trust what you see. Look at that. Literally, trust what you see, because you're going to see more of it. The energy of the images, mask is a very visual thing. You're going to be seeing it. Trust what you see. This is also a third eye thing in terms of your intuition. You're going to start to see visually, visibly, when somebody is not right, when somebody's facial expressions you're sensitive to, body language you're sensitive to. Like you'll notice if somebody's shifty, if somebody's, like just uncomfortable, something that's just going to make you be like, I'm going to walk away from this person right now. Even on a train, on a bus, like if you see somebody's a little agitated, you notice these things. Your physical cues, people's physical cues, you're very sensitive to. Trust that, okay? Absolutely trust that. Learning to trust your intuition, yes. Your people's physical, like that's a main thing that's standing out to me. The images, the distortion, the reflection aspect of it, obscured. It's a very visual thing. You're a very visual person, and you don't miss that. So make sure that you trust that, because that is a boundary for you right away to be able to say for yourself, listen, when you see this thing, don't act like you don't see it. Like, you know that that's what it is, and don't question it. Okay. Awesome. Trust it, girl. That's right. And Rosalind's, wow, resonating with it too. Speechless. Again, we always get what we need, even in other people's readings, yo. I won't even finish pumping gas if I could see things are off with people's energy. Good, exactly. That's the stuff. You see it. Nice. Mika, I saw you. You can give me a scissors in the comments, and I'll put you on the list, and I will do my best. It's 11:08. Lord of mercy. Okay, Kiba, you are up. Kali on deck. Tap in for Kiba. Here. Okay. All right, Kiba. The no energy. Rethink your direction. This isn't your path. So when you're thinking about anything in a moment, this is not like something vague. It's moment to moment. You'll always get the clear indication on the no. It's just like we say, until it's a yes, it's a no, right? If you don't know, the answer is no. In a moment, in a dynamic, in a frequency, when you're reading people, for people even, sometimes you can actually tell if someone's energy is off to the point where you don't want to necessarily tap too deeply into their energy. That's the stuff to be mindful of. You're sensitive, you're an intuitive. The work that we do, we're really exposing ourselves, right? So we have to be extra discerning when it comes to who we tap into, right? It's also the reason that I'm specific in how I get permission to tap into. If people just say, can I get a reading? That could be a setup, like straight up. That could be some psychic vampire type shit. You know what I mean? Like I have to be, it's my Ori's way of discerning and clearing somebody's energy by them adhering to the rule, to the, you know what I'm saying? So that's something for you to pay attention to in how you're also exposing yourself to energies. Find some type of way to come into a union with your higher self to make sure that they're clearing someone being safe for you to tap into their energy, okay? And then the yes that you get from creating this boundary, choosing a path and proceeding confidently. This is the confidence that you want to give yourself, the accuracy that you've been cleared, that this person's energy has been cleared because they couldn't come through if your higher self did not allow it. So just creating some type of boundary, some type of rule, some type of indication, some type of barrier to entry in a way, some type of admission, right? Something like that, an energy exchange, something that they have to adhere to. It's a contract, ultimately, that when they allow themselves to do that, there's your higher self is saying, yes, this person is safe. So create something like that for yourself, especially when you're doing the readings and stuff online, okay? Very specific and right on time. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. And I don't like tell people how to do their readings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So by no means is that what I'm doing. But as it came through, I was just like, wow, it's literally that something to pay attention to, you know? 11:11. So yeah, that'll be good for you. You're welcome. That'll be good for you. Just something, you know what I mean, to put out there to make somebody have to, you know, adhere to it. Because again, when people come on random questions, it did me and whatever, will we break up? I'm like, that's not how it works. I'm not just like, you can't just do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it also is you creating again that boundary for yourself in your space. This is, you're creating a sacred space. This is my sacred space. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's here, you're all welcome. You all belong. But there's a method to my magical madness. And if that's disrespected or if it's dishonored, I get to say no. It's literally that. So just create what it is for you to be able to say no if spirit is saying, they ain't doing it right. They ain't doing it right. They're not respecting your boundaries and your energy and your sacred space, you know? So I thought yes or no speed readings ain't for me. Same. Like that's just not my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's also like, in that regard, I feel like that's not me being able to tap in the way that I tap in. I do energy evaluation. I'm an energy reader. So I'm going to read your energy. I'm not going to answer your question because if that's not what spirit wants you to know, they're not going to answer it anyway. So there's a lot of things, like I tell people all the time, you can ask a question, but if there's something that is more predominant or more important than what you think you're asking about is important, spirit's going to be like, what are you talking about? Will you and we'll get back together? You have to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something so much, there could be something so much more important. It's just like we're tapping into this release to increase, and with like cord cuttings and these kinds of things, it's pulling shit out the root. We're here so busy worrying about all these surface things. When we freaking get to the crux of it, all them little freaking surface things gone automatically. So that's the way that I'm so grateful that my ability it's getting to the root of something, so that all them other things like are a moot point, right? So you have to do it your way. You are the reader, you are the energy, you know, you are the oracle. At the end of the day, you are the messenger, you know what I'm saying? And we work through and from So people can't bogart our energy saying, do it this way. This is what I need. Give it to me, psychic. It's like, how about no? Like, again, there's the boundary. No, that's not how it works here. There's other people that do that shit. Go and do that shit somewhere else. Period. Period. Other people do that. Don't come here for that. That's not what we do over here. You know? Right. Exactly. Too much energy hitting me at once. It's that too. And it's like all this, nah. And then you have to like read into to answer their question the way it, and the thing too is that the whole yes or no thing, like I can do a yes or no, but some people aren't ready to hear that yes or no. And then that energy still comes back to you and they want to be combative and because they're not ready for the yes if they wanted the no or the no if they wanted the yes. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Nope. 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 That part. Facts. Nah. All right. Kali, you are up. Rosalind, you are on deck. Did I miss anyone? John, did you get on the list? I don't remember seeing. I see that you're here still, but I don't see you on the list, so I wasn't sure if I missed you. But scissors emoji in the comments if anyone is not on the list. I've got space for 2 more. So I will do them because it's going pretty quickly. All right. Rosalind, you're up. You ready? Kali is present. Awesome. Kali, sorry, and then Rosalind. Kali, yes, perfect. Kali now and then Rosalind. Sweet. All right, Kali, let's go. Let's tap in for you. No energy is yield is poor, effort wasted. You know when there is no point in investing in someone, in something, in your time. Your time is so precious. You are understanding fully now how precious your time is. And sometimes you might be on the phone with someone and it's like, and you're like, and then you're being nice, right? You're starting to learn that you got to cut it. And sometimes you got to tell, anyway, yeah, I hear you. I actually have to, and find the way and find the out to get your time back, to not give too much of your time. These are the boundaries, the subtleties sometimes that we're teaching people. Again, we always teach people how to treat us. People will always know who to call that they could do that with. They know who to call, who they can do that with. They know who not to call because they can't do that with. So if any of this is resonating in regards to even one person or a few people know that they can with you, is because they know you're not going to cut them off. You're not going to take your time. You're not going to maintain your boundary. You're not going to choose yourself. You're not going to make them feel bad. You're not going to, and then they're going to call you. And it might not just be one. And one is enough. One is more than enough. Because again, it's effort wasted. It's your time wasted. The yield being poor means all of the productivity that you could have been doing that hour that you're listening to this conversation that's doing nothing for you, that time is gone. Like you could have done whatever else that you could have done that was not a poor yield, that would have brought you some type of abundance, some type of clarity, anything that was for you or somebody else, but that was actually benefiting and that was mutual and not just somebody, so that part. And then the gain, when you say no, when you maintain this boundary, what you get from it, reap the rewards, abundance flows. When you take your energy back, you can't get that time back. And then you lose the time and the money and the abundance and the rewards, the inspiration, because not only, thank you. Not only do you lose time in that time, look at how I'm clocking the T. I didn't even do that. That just happened. That just happened. I didn't even give the T yet and I'm clocking it. Not only do you lose the time in that time, but you are drained afterwards. So even when you get off this call, even when you get out of this environment, even if when you stayed past the time that you was ready to go, afterwards you still feeling that shit. or you're telling somebody else about it, or you're in your feelings about it, or you're in a bad mood about it, or you're tired, or you're stressed, or you're... So you lose this time to get your own reap and your own rewards and your own abundance in the moment. But then afterwards, you're like still processing this thing, and it makes you lose out on inspiration, on creativity, on all of the things. So it's extra time, not just the time that they took. Now it's like extra. Now it's like you're in recovery. You're recovering from this shit, which is why effort wasted, poor yield. Draw the line in the sand. You can give people time. That's no problem. That's cool. But when it's time, when their time is up, because you said so, their time is up. And don't feel bad about it. Again, that nice notion. That's the shit that keeps us in. Oh, I don't want to just say bye. I can't just cut them off. Oh my God, I so not. Sometimes don't answer the fucking phone. How about sometimes don't answer the phone? How about sometimes we don't even freaking answer the phone? Like, I know what this is going to be. I know what this is going to be. I don't want to do it today. I don't want to do it right now. I'm going to do this instead. I really want to do this instead. Do that instead. That is a boundary. Sometimes we tell people, like, hey, can you text me before you call? And they don't, and they just call anyway, right? Some people there's so many things that people do when we don't tell them not to do it. And they'll keep doing it until we tell them not to do it. And sometimes we tell them not to do it and they still do it. So then there's got to be consequences for that too. And sometimes we don't give them consequences for that too. So we have to start thinking about the consequences for that too. Okay? Because again, we're going to be a bitch anyway. So let's get our fucking time back and just fast forward to bitch. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You nailed it. Thank you. It's absolutely draining. So draining. Sheesh, Sabrina. Sandra, give me the clap ups. Word up. So timely, but thankful for the confirmation. Hey, what's up, Andy? You got it. Yep, it's lingering. Mika, I didn't get yours, but I see it now, so I'm going to put you on. Thank you. So I got to go up to the comments and make sure I'm not missing anything. Got you. Yup. Can't get that time back until we the only time we get it back is by not giving it in the first place, right? Whoops, Sabrina, we're not playing tonight. Lakeisha be like, right? You're so amazing. Thank you, Kali. That came through, and I received that. Oof, I received that, and it's interesting because I've actually started doing that where I'm like, I don't want to take this call. I don't, and then I still hear the, oh man, I wonder, oh, I know this, and I feel a little bad sometimes, but then I'm like, but you know what? I didn't lose all of that time. You know what I did in all of that time? I'm good. And it's getting easier. So, yay us. Roslyn, you are up. Brianna, you're on deck. Let me see y'all in the comments. Let me see you in the comments. All right, Roslyn, let's go. For you, we've got your energy of no, where you draw the line in the sand. Energy of the bridge is frail. Crossing is risky. Pay attention to any shaky energy. That could be physical, a road, a bridge, anything tangible that feels shaky, that you're not quite sure of. I don't know if I want to cross that. Don't. Individuals, dynamics, business deals, men, whatever the thing, shaky. If you feel a little unstable, I'm not too sure about you, don't. This is like a very clear heads up in a sense because of what may still be coming toward you and what to pay attention to. If you don't feel a sense of solidity, of confidence, of surety, of accuracy, don't do it. Don't mess with it. Don't let them in more ways than one. Don't do it. Pay attention to it for your children as well. If you feel some type of, I don't know about this person with it, just be straight, be honest, express it. There's a thing about this shakiness, frail, crossing, being risky, that you have to pay attention to. That again, it could be very tangible in terms of something physical, but also tangible in regards to relationships and dynamics and people's personalities. Okay, felt that way before. And then what you have to gain from it on the other side of maintaining that boundary and adhering to that intuition, connect to new possibilities, transition smoothly. This is why if it's not stable, it's not for you. It's got, like, again, that same energy. If it's, if you don't know the answer is no, until it's a yes, it's a no. It's that same thing in regards to if it's not a smooth road, if it doesn't, it's kind of like in certain relationships and dynamics, we have to realize, like, if something is, there's conflict, or just something just always seems to go wrong, or some type of delay, or some type of, it's not, it's not, then it's not. It doesn't always have to be easy. It's not supposed to always be easy. I mean, kind of it is supposed to always be easy, but it's not always supposed to be easy, right? It's kind of always supposed to be easy. Our birthright. It is our birthright for things to just be easy. That is what the ideal new earth, all of those things, yada, yada, yada. But we are on earth. It is 3-dimensional. We are going to experience contrast. That's what I mean. So in that sense, yes, there is supposed to be things here and there, but not tower moments, shaky ground when we see it before we have time to cross. It's like walking and seeing a pit and deciding that we're gonna keep walking. Like, no, we're gonna go around the pit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have to fall in the pit. So try not to fall in the pit. Okay? When you see it, you can acknowledge there's a little, so that's a little rickety. If anything's rickety, you can avoid the rickety. Let's not do the rickety. Okay? Let's not do the rickety. Say no to the rickety. All right. Brianna, you are up. Let me know if you're still here. Anissa, you are on deck. Let me know if you're still here. Oh, Lakeisha was going to bed. Did I miss her? Good night. Mwah. Sorry if I missed you. All right, Andy, I got you. I see you if you have space and energy. If not, listening to What's For Me anyways. Got you. Appreciate you. I put you on. I put you on. I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Okay. Mika75. Is that your birthday? I'm 5'7". That's cool. If that's your birthday. I feel this message, sis. Thank you, sis. You're welcome. Oh, is it okay to tell you my horoscope? Thank you. Absolutely. I don't need it per se. I read energy straight, so it's like really beyond any 3D stuff. But yeah, cool. Cool. I see you. Cancer vibes. All right. Okay. Brianna, still waiting. Maybe Brianna had to go. Maybe she had to check her baby. All right, I'm gonna wait or see. Anissa, are you still here? Oh, Brianna's here. Yay. Okay. Sorry, I didn't see you. Let's go. Let's tap in for you. On the boundaries, sis. What we got on the no. Feeling fragmented, cracking under pressure. Don't let anybody overwhelm you. Anyone that makes you feel like you have to do for them, make it easy for them, that's where you have to immediately draw that line in the sand. We find ourselves again as women, particularly, that have a tendency to serve and show up and overlove and overgive and all of these things. And this is not just in terms of like male-female dynamics, family, motherhood, all of the things. Make sure that you are not doing anything or making any choices that make you feel like it's too much, or that you're doing it before getting enough recovery and enough rest. you have to make sure that you are giving yourself enough recovery and enough rest. Even when it comes to mommy mode, it doesn't serve, Kendall, for you to be tired, for you to do too much, it doesn't serve. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the no is to baby. Like, no, baby, no, it's nap time. No, it's nap time, right? So this energy as mothers, we have to get used to adhering to the no, adhering to the boundaries, because our children are meant to test those boundaries. And they're the only ones that can cross them as easily as they do, and that get us to succumb, and that get us to like, okay, it's fine, and all of the things. And, you know, and especially when they're good kids. Like I tell my daughter all the time, I'm like, you're spoiled, but you're not a brat. You're spoiled, but you're not a spoiled brat. Because she's not a bad kid. You know what I'm saying? She doesn't act like a brat. Kids that are bratty, it's a different thing. But spoiled, yes, because whatever I can get her and give her, I'm gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna do it. If I can, I'm gonna do it because she's a good kid. That's it. Like, that's it. But when no is no, no is no. And sometimes I can't, and then I can't. So be okay with saying no, especially because it gets harder as they get older. When they're younger, which they know and no and no and no. But when they get older and you have a vibe and you have a connection and you're communicating, and you know what I'm saying? Like, when I can't, I don't feel good about when I can't, when I have to say no to her. If I don't have enough of this, or if I don't, or she wants to go to meet friends of wherever, and I'm like, dude, I'm not going to Queens. Like, I'm not going to Queens. Like, sometimes it's a no, you know what I'm saying? And be okay with the no. What you benefit from it, winging it, nest egg, something to crow about. This is the long term. Sometimes the short term no's, especially to our children, don't feel good, but we're teaching them. Sometimes you're not going to always get what you want, but in a long term, there's so much that is there that they're going to be able to benefit from. They might not always get it. And ironically, I tell Kaya that all the time. When I say no, sometimes I'm like, you'll thank me later. And sometimes she actually says, I thank you now. And I think that's so sweet, because she can see if I'm saying no when I don't all the time, there's a reason for it. And even if she doesn't understand it, she understands it. She's just like, I get it. I get it. You always know. And you don't always say no. So if you're saying no, there's a reason for it. And I might not get it now, but I get it. And she's so sweet. She is so good. So these are the ways, again, that the no's, as they're growing, actually condition and in a good way. It teaches them to be able to acknowledge and respect the no for their benefit, that we're not just saying no. They're going to learn, if mommy's saying no, there's a reason for it. And yeah, I want what I want, of course, but there's a reason for it. I tell her all the time, again, it's not easy having a psychic as a mom, you know what I'm saying? So I tell her, like, babe, I know you're not going to get this, but I see what's going to happen, so no. Because I'm not going to allow that person or this thing or whatever. Like, babe, I see it already. And sometimes I'll go against, and I'll tell her, I can see what this is, but I'm going to let you do it. But I'm letting you know what is going to happen. And I tell her straight. And then the shit happens, and she's like, and I'm like, and I'm going to tell y'all one thing. I am that bitch that's going to say I told you so. Sorry, not sorry. Why? Because I want people in my corner that say I told you so. Because if I hear I told you so, I'm going to pay attention to that person the next time a little bit more. Because they told me so. Like, I am that. People are like, oh, good friends don't say I told you so. Good friends should say I told you so. Because that means the next time, pay attention. Okay? Because if you listened the first time, you wouldn't be dealing with this. All right? Period. Like, I'm that chick. So if y'all don't want to hear it, don't come and tell me nothing after I told you not to do. Don't come and tell me afterwards that what I told you was going to happen. Don't tell me. If you can't handle it, don't tell me. But I will tell you, if you come back and say, yo, you know that shit that you said happened? Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Like, so all of that to say, the no's sometimes is harder for us to do when it comes to them, but in the long run, they're going to get it. So this is the main test for you. I don't think it's hard even to maintain your boundaries with external people. Family was a challenge, and I see already that you kind of worked through that. Past relationship, Kendall's dad, even, you know what I'm saying, it's easier. It's with her that makes it a little bit more difficult, and you're figuring it out. You're figuring it out. Yes. Jalayan, welcome. Zalim, welcome. Anissa, are you here? Facts. Sandra loves that with me. That I'm that bitch as I told you so. Well, great. And we get great parenting advice. Ashe. Give thanks to Lisa. Thank you so much. I felt that so much. Yay. Mika said true. That's so cool. That's right. Because my sons are all grown up. 4 sons. Mika, that's awesome. That's so cool. What's up, Jackie? Welcome. Onifaura, Alafia, Sheo, Aburu Abaye. Give thanks. Thank you for being here. All right, Mika, let's do you, because I think Anissa had to go, and then Andy, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So Mika's up, and then Andy. You ready? Mika, you ready? All right, Dakota. Appreciate you. Rest well. Thank you. I should be gone too. See, these are my boundaries. I gotta... Oh my God. My boundaries, right? All right, Mika. Repeat card. Yield is poor. Effort wasted. Similar energy in regards to giving too much of your time, letting people drone on, letting people take over your day, your energy, what you want to do instead. Don't allow it. Like, literally don't allow it. Thank you, Andy, for all my fest pops. Thank y'all for the hearts. Tap, tap, tap to tap, tap to tap to tap, tap, tap to tap. Vanessa, welcome. Diana, welcome. So when you're thinking about the investment of your time, the investment of your dime, you want to make sure that you're actually getting a return on that. So any selfish dynamics that are more there just to get from you, you know who those people are. These are the people you have to start saying no to. Or you decide when you take the call, when you show up, when you go out, how long you stay on all of these things. You have to, even ahead of time, you have to create the boundary. It's not even a boundary to that. Oh, okay. This is not even a boundary in regards to them per se. You have to decide, and this is in general for all of us, to think about the notion of boundaries. The boundary is, yes, in relation to this person. But the boundary is you setting it for yourself. So if you, before you leave the house, before you take that call, you say, I am timing this shit. I am leaving at 8 o'clock. They got 15 minutes. Whatever it is, you set that up before you even take the call, before you even leave the house, especially if you know exactly who you're talking about. Be like, Stephanie only get 12 minutes today. Matthew only getting 3 minutes today. Whatever it may be, set that up before you take the call, before you leave the house. That's the test for you. You setting the boundary for yourself and adhering to the boundary for yourself. They are going to cross it. They are not considering and thinking about your boundary at all. It is a moot point to them. This notion of boundaries is us setting it for ourselves and sticking to it. That's it. That's all. So you decide what that is. Stick to it, because the benefit is reaping the awards. It is abundance. It is flow. It is counterproductive, counterintuitive for us to put ourselves in these environments where people are just taking from us. It's depleting, it's diminishing, it's demeaning, and it's energy. And we're frequency, putting it out there for the world, for the universe. That is what is going to get reflected back to us. The minute we take our time back, we get it all back. That's it. That's all. Okay? You're welcome. Andy, you are up. You do know who they are. True, my sister. Word up. Word up. And I don't know, you had a question specifically, so I don't know if that gives you any clarity on your question. What was your question again? I think you had a specific question earlier. I don't do random questions, baddies. Welcome, welcome. And the list is closed. I'm about to go into the last reading. Shah, welcome, welcome. Young Millionaire, welcome. But I'm here Monday to Friday, 10 to, supposed to be 11:11. But I'm here at 10 p.m. Tomorrow we're doing a collective bay leaf burn at 10 o'clock. So if anybody wants to tap in with us, full moon energy tomorrow, Gemini, the last full moon of 2025, Shango energy. It is Shango's feast day as well tomorrow. So let's tap in, bring a dry bay leaf, a Sharpie, a fireproof vessel, a tweezers, and a lighter. And let's do some release to increase. All right, we're going to walk through it and do it together tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Okay. You're welcome, Mika. Absolutely. Andy, you were up. And then I'm going to call it a night. Yes, Andy, let's do it. Let's do it. Tapping in for Andy. Give thanks, Spirit. Your no energy. Barrier too strong. Access denied. You need to be very, very straight with your freaking the thing says barrier too strong, access denied. No. And no and I mean for all of us, but spirit, no is a complete sentence. That means you don't need to explain. You're not trying to convince anybody. You don't need to go through this whole rigmarole of the guilt and the shame and making people feel like you need to like convince them as to why this doesn't work for you. It just doesn't. And you get to decide that. You get to say, because I said so, because isn't it about me and my time and my dime and my energy and mine? This is already too long. Like, this is already, like, you gotta be in a conversation and be like, this is already too long. This is already too much. You're already taking too much. I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. Like, you have to literally be that straight and that stoic and that bitchy, because they're gonna do it anyway. They're gonna call you that anyway. They're gonna call us that anyway. As soon as we don't do what somebody else wants us to do, we're a bitch. That's just what it is, guys. It is what it is. So if you know that you're not going to be living your life for somebody else, then confirmation. I'm gonna put it back up after. But listen, confirmation. We're gonna be a bitch anyway. All falls down anyway. So like, do for you. Say no when it's no. And you don't need to explain it. And the benefit and what you get from that. Unlock the potential. Keys are available. You have access. This energy of access denied gives you access. The no to them is the yes to you. The no to them is the yes to you. Kanye said it. So that's just it. It's very simple, but you have to like be very, like what spirit is coming in and this card that's coming through for you. It's like, you got it like straight, like no explanation, like just, no, this doesn't work for me. I gotta, and go to do what works for you. That's it. Okay. I hope that resonates. Cause yeah, you again, good way to end it, because it's kind of like, for you, it's like you put the hammer down. You got to put the hammer down. People they're taking a little bit of advantage. You know what I mean? Again, it's the nice notion. It's the nice notion that we're all suffering from, and doesn't serve. Doesn't serve. Yadi gal. Watagwan. Hello. Welcome. Tandika, welcome. Sterling, welcome. I am going to go now. I'm usually just here till a little after 11, but wanted to get these in for y'all as we're tapping into maintaining boundaries. Perfect timing for our release to increase. Full moon, last full moon of 2025 tomorrow. Again, if anybody wants to stay in touch with the Vibe Tribe, you are all a part of the Vibe Tribe. Once you come through, you Vibe Tribe. Once you come through, you stay, you kiki a little bit, you Vibe Tribe. You belong. You know what I'm saying? So if I get your email, if you DM me your email, I'll put you on my email list so that we can stay in clear contact and communication. There's a Telegram group that I'm setting up as well. We do Zooms. We had our first one on Sunday, which was absolutely magical. There were 20 of us, by the way, in the space. How freaking cool is that? So thank y'all. And I'll just keep you posted. The next ones are 12/28 for our end of year rituals. and then 111 portal, tapping in for our first new moon of 2026. Okay, so come through, don't miss it. All right, vibes. Welcome, baby. Sandra, you the best. Takes one to know one. Thank you, honey. Thank you. I get so hype in your lives. Yay, Andy, I love that. This has been coming up with so many different people lately, and I've been working on being clear. Good for you. Good for you, because that's the thing. They always find a way to say that, well, you weren't clear. Well, you weren't clear. So, okay, you got to cut it. Be clear so they can't say that shit. They probably will anyway. They probably will anyway. But at least then you'll be able to say, oh, really? I wasn't clear? When I said no, period, that wasn't clear enough for you? So, yeah, try that. Mwah. I love you guys. Oh, screenshot. Almost forgot. It's 11:44 and I have 4.3K hearts. Bringing in that 44 energy. I love it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bring some bay leaves, dry bay leaf, and a Sharpie, and a lighter, and a fireproof vessel, and a tweezers. And we're going to cut it. All right? Ooh, 444. I'm going to go on the 444. I want to see. I want it to be the 444. I love you. Bye, bye, bye.